Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are for Division 4 from Imola. It is round 12 and it's a sprint week. And I'm your host, Nishka. I'm joined in the comms box tonight by Zombie. How are we tonight, mate?
Not too bad, Nishka. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing not too bad, mate. Probably not the best result for yourself last night in Div 2 there after you managed to put it on pole. But what was your thoughts of the Imola race, mate? And what do you reckon we got in store tonight?
Um, I mean, last week kind of explains it all, to be honest, and especially this turn one being quite tight. I don't want to see an accident, but I wouldn't be surprised if I saw one. So definitely got to keep an eye on that turn one in the sprint and the race.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's a deadly turn one here. You can very easily end up off the track in the gravel, and your race could be done very easily if people don't take care going into there. But I will cross down to the track now, mate, and we will see who's on the grid tonight. I'll let you take us away for a run through of the grid.
Thank you, Nishka. So we got the two Alpines of Mitchell, QuicksilverDec, where we got the two House of Jazzy and Kruda, the two Saubers of Drusilla and Ieshe, the two Ferraris of Quicksilver and Muzz, the two Williams of Mid-May and Moe, the two Red Bulls of the Governor and Patrick's, and the two Mercs of, I'm not sure how to pronounce that first one, and then we've got Sunny Bray as well, and then we do have, we've got two McLarens on the grid. We've got Flying Kiwi and Goats for Life, and then the Lonely V-Carve of Common United.
Yeah, so we've only got 17 cars on the grid tonight. Both Astons serving a race ban, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one tonight, as we do see, I believe that's Flying Kiwi. He's coming out onto the track right now. He'll be the first one to come out on a bit of an outlap here, mate. What are you sort of expecting from tonight's quali, mate? Who are you sort of expecting to see up near the front? Hang on, I've just got one issue real quick that I was just going to fix while you talk us through that.
I'm not overly too sure at the moment. Being completely honest with you, it could be anyone's pole. Obviously, you can invalidate basically every corner around this track. You've got to be very careful with your track limits, but you've also got to push those track limits if you do want to get a good time on the board. But obviously, people going out on the mediums, just getting a quick run through how the track feels, the track temps, and yeah, it's anyone's pole. But obviously, you know, you got the sprint, and then you've got the main race quali as well. So mess up your first quali, you do get another shot for the bigger points in the next race.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see as well. As we do see Flying Kiwi, he's actually out on the soft, so he's opted not to go out on the medium. So he's on those soft tyres quite early here, and he's about to be starting a lap. I'll let you take us away with a flyer with the McLaren driver, mate.
Yeah, thank you, Nishka. And as we go on board with Flying Kiwi, first lap of the day in the sprint quali, burning down all the way down the straight, burning around nearly 50% of the battery. This corner is very crucial to get a good run down through into turn 4. And he does that cleanly, so getting a really good first sector here carries a lot of momentum into the second sector. And he gets the next two corners clean. No invalidation yet from Flying Kiwi, which we would expect to see him on the soft tyre compared to the other medium runners on the track. As the Alpine does move out the way, burning down to around 36% on the battery. Fast left-hander here. You can invalidate here as well, as he's riding on the verges of track limits. Going down the hill, this is another very important corner to not invalidate on, and he does that very cleanly. So it's a fairly clean lap from Flying Kiwi so far. This wouldn't be a bad time on the board. This corner also very optimal to get right. Going down the hill, already in sector 3, going into the last two corners, another quite crucial two corners to get that momentum down to the line. No invalidation for Flying Kiwi, so it seems a solid lap for Kiwi at the moment. Let's see what time he puts on the board. He does a 16.3, which on the soft compound tyres. Can anyone actually beat that on the medium tyres, Nishka?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We do see Super Dark. He's on a bit of a lap at the moment. He's just coming through Sector 2. You got Kurudakama. He just comes up to the line. He does a 16.3, so pretty much matches Flying Kiwi's time at the moment. The other McLaren, he goes fastest. He does a 15.9 on those mediums. The Mercedes driver, Sonny Bray, he does a 15.6. So a few guys coming across the line now. I believe we've got Nair Eshe coming up to the line behind his teammate Druzilla, who does a 16 flat. Nair Eshe puts it with a 16.4. Both Ferraris coming to the line. QuicksilverDec, 14.9 on the
Oh,
mediums.
wow.
If you don't mind, what a lap there. Muzz is big, also putting it in the top three. Could we see the Ferraris really starting to build a challenge now in this Div 4 constructors, because Muzz, he's been missing for a while. Soup, he does a 15.2, so he's done a fantastic time as well. Com United only manages a 16.4 on those medium tyres. We got one of the Hasses coming down to the line. He's on the soft tyres. That's Jay-Z. What's he going to do? He puts it up in a P7 with a 16.3. Williams driver coming down to the line. That's Moe. He goes P3 with a 15.5, so good lap from him. Another Alpine coming down to the line here, Zombie. We got Mitchell coming to the line. What's it going to be for him, mate?
It's got to be a good time of 15.1, still around just over a tenth behind Quicksilver, but that was a lap and a half from Quicksilver on the medium tyres as well. So these soft runners, these early soft runners, have not made the most of it. They're going to have to do that. It's either they're going to have to do another lap on the used softs, because it could potentially be better than the mediums, or they're going to have to do a lap on the medium tyres and possibly put on a lap out, as we do have a Red Bull.
Ooh,
A Red Bull has spun
that's
at
SJ.
turn 4, SJ. Don't see that often from the man himself, and he was on a lap as well, so he does not get a lap on the board on the medium tyre. Will he save and possibly go again? I wouldn't be surprised if he does, as he's on the medium tyre, obviously less tyre wear, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do see him go out on another lap, as we do have a Red Bull starting his lap. Anyone else coming across the line? I don't believe so at the moment. So right now, it is just Patrick's on a lap. I will take an onboard with Patrick, since he does have a little bit of an oversteer as he's coming into turn 4 and a very speedy turn 5, and he just dodges track limits. It's not sure if that's a glitch, but he does get a purple first sector. Did look a bit scrambly, but he can definitely recover from it. 40% going up the hill. Can he get this high speed left-hander right, as he does, as he's going down the hill? He gets that right also. This is on the medium tyre as well, so don't expect maximum grip from these drivers. We will see that upcoming in the next couple of minutes. So as Patrick's is on 30% battery, going down into the final sector, which is a good amount of battery. Well matched battery managed by Patrick's, by the Red Bull driver, coming down into the final corner of the racetrack, and he's fine with track limits. He's going to burn down to the line. We'll see what he gets, Nishka. He gets a 15.6.
Yes, that's not a bad lap there on the mediums to get started for Patrick. He's going to have to be quick getting back around and getting back out, though, once to get onto those soft tyres. But everyone else, they're sort of going to be sitting in that pits now, Zombie, waiting for those final sort of 3 minutes, and they're going to start filtering out onto the track. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Who's your money on here, mate, to take this one out for the sprint quali here?
I mean, right now it's quite obvious. I've got all my trust in Quicksilver, because that was a pretty good lap on the medium tyres by Quicksilver, and I am not. Well, we will see him improve unless he does invalidate. So these last laps will definitely matter, because if you invalidate on this soft tyre run, you will fly down the order towards the end of the sprint quali, and obviously the points only go up to 8th, so it's not like the race where the points go down to 15th instead of 10th. They do stay down in 8th place, so qualifying here for this sprint is very, very crucial around here, so these drivers will need to get that lap right. Do they play safe, Nishka, or do they full push because it's a soft tyre? What do you think?
Oh, I think I think you probably see this top eight. I think they'll be pushing. They'll be wanting to try and get the best time they can. But some of these other guys, I'm not too sure. They might just want to try and get a lap on the board. But yeah, who knows? Being only top eight score points here, they might want to just go full push and go bang or bust. So we'll have to see. You got both Mercs coming out of the track. That'll please me and you, Zombie. Being Merc drivers, two Mercs on the
Yes.
track. Sunny will be the first one to start the lap. Um, he looks like he's gone out quite early here, so hopefully doesn't catch up too much traffic on his way around. As we're seeing a lot of guys starting to filter out. Ilhiri, I haven't seen much of him, mate. He's in the Merc. I'm not too sure what he will be able to do, but hopefully he can have a good performance in the Merc tonight. We see Naira Eshe and Drusilla, they've come out quite early as well. They're just in behind those guys in the QuicksilverDecs. You got the Williams there, I believe, of that'll be Moe Nabs. He's coming around quite early too. So these guys are going to have no traffic to deal with. But we'll jump on Sunny Bray for the first part of this lap, mate, and we'll see how he goes through sector 1 and see if he's gaining any time. So I'll take it down to turn 1. He's got the battery on. He's burning it down up to 8th gear. All the way down 55%. He does have a car coming out of his right, stays out of his way, down into medium, into turn 1, 4th gear, nicely done, keeps the car nice and balanced, 6th gear, burning up to 7th, down to 40%, turns in nicely there, runs a little bit wide though, and that's going to cost him time, and that's going to be, yeah, that'll probably be curtains for him, I'd imagine. Who else we got? We got Uhiri, he's starting on a lap. He's coming through. He's running in hot lap at the moment. You got Naira Eshe is also starting a lap here. Is Naira Eshe improving? Have to wait and see. Coming down through sector 1. 35% of the battery. As he comes up to the first sector time, what's it going to be? He's improving by 5/10, so Naira Eshe's going quick. He's putting himself into the 15s at the moment. What can he do? As we see now, Moe Nabs is on the charge. He's coming through. He's through sector 1. Didn't catch his sector 1 time though, so we will stick on board with him through sector 2. Looks like he's doing it quite fit himself at the moment. Is the Williams driver. I do love that Williams livery there too, Zombie. It is a beautiful one there. Being a Williams fan myself, I do love the Williams liveries. And he is not improving by the looks of it. So he is done.
He invalidates.
Invalidated. So QuicksilverDec, he's going to be the next one. He's coming down through sector 3. He will be the first one to cross the line here, Zombie. What's it going to be for the Alpine driver? Alpine being very strong in Division 4, mate. Take us away.
Yes, this is coming around the final corner. QuicksilverDec, 50% of the battery. He's going to burn all the way to the line. Can he secure provisional pole position for the sprint race? As he does, he gets a 14.7. That's a good lap for QuicksilverDec. But all eyes are onto the top 5. So Drusilla comes across the line. He gets P5 with a 15.5. And Knight Eshe comes across the line as well as a 15.5 for him. Anyone else getting close to the line? Muzz has backed out, so he is done for qualifying. As we have seen Cruder, he goes 11th with a 16.1. Any people out on a lap at the moment? We'd have Patrick.
Goes P2.
Patrick goes P2 with a 14.8. But we do see Quicksilver on a lap at the moment.
Quicksilver invalidated. He was done. He was done. He invalidated. Sunny Bray, even though he went in the gravel, he managed to put a 15.1 on the board. So he done a good job there, putting himself up into P5. And I think that's going to be qualifying done here, Zombie.
Yeah, as we said before, a couple of invalidations. Some people were going to push. Some people weren't going to push. Some people may have played it safe. And we definitely saw a mix of that. Obviously, both the Ferraris didn't get a proper final lap run, and that is very disappointing from the Ferrari duo. As we did see when they did their medium run, we saw quite a lot of potential in them. Obviously, them setting, I believe, it was both top 6 times. So obviously, Quicksilver setting a 14.9 on mediums, he probably would have grabbed pole if he didn't invalidate. So But no, congratulations to Super4Duck, and he has secured pole with Patrick P2.
Yeah, it was an interesting qualifying there, Zombie. I think there's not much between these top five. I don't think, with some invalidations and a couple of mistakes there, probably from Quicksilver and Sunny Bray. I think there's not too much between this top five, and I think we're going to be in for a fantastic race there. Drew Zilla having a fantastic qualifying there as well, mate. Putting it with a 15.5, out qualifying his teammate there. Moe Nabs will probably be a little bit disappointed there. Couldn't put his soft lap on the board, and so he's got to just stick for P8 there. Well, he'll be one to watch in the race. So we'll see if he comes through the field here. But we're going to be in for a fascinating sprint here. Are we going to see it dry? We're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, as this is a track where it's very common to be wet. So I don't believe, as it was wet in Division 1. No rain in Division 2, and it is no rain. It is sunshines and rainbows for Div 4, and I'm sure they'll be happy with that one. As yeah, obviously not much points between the top 8. Obviously, 8th gets 1, and it basically just goes up by 1 point from there. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you reckon we'll see a lot of penalties, especially in the sprint race?
I hope not. I hope not, because we just had a driver's briefing, so I hope they've taken that on board. I hope they take it cautious down into turn one as well, because the race isn't won there. But we do know when the fire gets in the belly, Zombie, that things can happen. So hopefully no incidents, hopefully no penalties, hopefully get some clean racing. And if we can see these, I think them top five in qualifying there, if we see them get off to a clean start, we're going to be in for a fantastic race here. I think, Zombie.
Yeah, as in Division 2, coming from, well, I know I was racing there, but obviously that top 5 was just together that entire time. As we do have 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for Division 4 sprint race. And it is lights out, and away we go. And Super4Duck gets gets a lot of wheel spin. Does that give Patrick a chance to take the lead of this race? They're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 1. He's got to try and go down the inside as we have a massive crash at the back. And a Haas has retired from the session. And Flying Kiwi gets a 10-second penalty. What has happened back there? That was absolute carnage from what it looked like on the mini-map. But Quicksilver has dropped Patrick on the start, which is very good for him. I'm very surprised Super4Duck has kept the lead, especially that a lot of wheel spin at that start there. And Flying Kiwi has gone up 5 places since the start, so very good stuff for him. But he does have a 10-second penalty, which he can't serve in a pit stop, which it is a sprint race. So, yeah, I mean, it was a lot cleaner of a start than Division 2, I'll say. But yeah, Super4Duck leads for lap 1, Nishka.
Yeah, I don't know if that is. I don't know if it was cleaner, mate. There was stuff going flying everywhere. But we do see now Quicksilver is going for a move on Super4Duck. This is a good little battle here. Interesting thing to note here, Patrick has started on the medium tyres. All the rest of the top 7, they are on the hard tyre. So this is going to be interesting to see if Patrick can get past in these early days, or are those mediums going to burn up quick? We'll have to wait and see. As Soup now goes for a move up the inside on Quick. Can't get the move done though. He backs out, decides to just tuck back in behind. This is a good little battle here for me. Mitch, he's looking rather quick there in behind Patrick at the moment. And then Sunny Bray's there in P5. Got Nyashe P6. Drewzilla P7. He's got off to a good start. He's off the track though. Oh, there's a massive crash. Oh my days. Moe is out. Drew has taken him out, and oh man, this has been an absolute carnage of a start. Oh my days, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe what I just seen. Oh,
That takes me back to China days. Oh my goodness, that was.
I'm so glad we had a race briefing. Anyway, back to the front. These guys are still racing at the front. There's QuicksilverDec still leads the way. Super4Duck, he's in P2. Patrick P3. We've got Mitch in P4, Sonny in P5. So these top 5, they've got off to a good start. No, Eshe's looking quite quick there in the Kicksale, he's in P6. Minmay, the Williams man, he's benefited from a few crashes now. He's up into P7, so he's doing a fantastic job. The Governor's got himself up into a point scoring position as well. He's in P8. So interesting start here, mate. Plenty happening. And up near
Yeah.
the front here, we see now Patrick has got past Suit for Dark, and now the two Alpines there. They're looking fiery in behind the Red Bull. As we see now, Sonny Bray, he's having a little look up the inside on the Alpine as well. Nothing doing, decides to back out there. And yeah, this is some fantastic racing by this top five at the moment. So this is like we're seeing the good, bad, and the ugly in this race so far. Because up the front here, this is really good to watch. But a bit further back, it's bad, and then some of it was really ugly.
Yeah, but I gotta say, it has been some fun looking racing at the front here, as there is just moves happening all over the track. And obviously that massive crash with Not Moe, I'm sure that will get investigated after the race. But at the front, Quicksilver leading by 0.3 of a second on the hard tyre. So if Quicksilver does stay in front of the medium runner, I'm sure those mediums will start to drop even faster with the dirty air in his way. Can Quicksilver get a good enough exit to try and run away from Patrick?
Patrick's
He's
got wing
four and a
damage.
half,
Patrick's got wind damage. Did you
and
see
it's
that?
just
There's zombie?
lost its left end plate, I believe.
Yeah. Yes, that's an interesting
Oh,
one
his
as well.
right end plate. He has lost his right end plate. And as Patrick, is he going to look for a move? He's going to go down the inside into turn one. And it does not work out as Quicksilver slightly goes a bit wider to try and leave him enough room. Does Patrick get enough of a run towards the back of the Ferrari? Can the Ferrari get a double sprint win as they did do that in Division 2? Can they get another one today? And in the feature, we are still waiting to find out as we got 7 laps to go of this race. Suit for Duck, both the Alpines are just sniffing. They are waiting for something to happen with these front two. And Patrick, he's holding up quite well considering he's got that front wing damage. Obviously, he's going to be on the Warner mediums with front wing damage behind the Ferrari towards the end of the race. That is going to be absolute terror for him as Muzz does set the fastest lap of the race, but he's down in P15, so he will not get awarded that fastest lap point for the time being. As we're coming up to the one and only DRS zone, as they've gone past the detection zone, as Flying Kiwi does collect a 3-second penalty down in P9, so that will ruin his hopes for a top 8 finish. But we do see Suit for Duck has just gotten a little bit closer to Patrick's behind, as Quicksilver has basically just ran away in the DRS zone. So Patrick will not catch up to the Ferrari unless he gets a good run through these first couple corners. As Suit for Duck, he is very hungry for this second place, as he broke a lot earlier than Patrick, obviously with that front wing damage. And the mediums are probably going to start to die on in the next probably lap or two, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely. As we do see now, redeem an onboard view, 1 lap with goats. We will go and do that right now. We will go to goats and we will start this lap from sector 2. We'll come back. Oh, well, he's not sector 2. He's starting the lap. And take us away with a goat. A goat. Take us away with the goat lap.
Yeah, as he does have DRS, and the Cruder comes out of absolutely nowhere. And Goats for Life was an absolute sitting duck, and it has nearly slaps himself out the race with a tight little oversteer, but that could have ended his entire sprint race as Cruder completely cuts the track. Cruder's go all over the place at the moment in front of the McLaren driver. McLaren looking for some needy points in the overalls, and I'm sure in Division 4 as well, as he does have Druzilla 2/10 behind him. Not sure what happened to Druzilla, but we will see that after the stream, as anyone can review that as we end the stream. As Com United gets a 3-second penalty, which ruins his chances of a top 8 finish now, as he's already 26 seconds behind. As can Goats for Life try and keep up with the Hash driver. The Hash driver is all over the track again. He cannot get these exits right. So we do have a spin towards the back, and I think it's Mid-May. Mid-May has spun off exact same place as his teammate did, just not hitting the wall. As we will go back to Goats for Life as he just finishes his lap, and yep, he does have DRS, but back at the front, and Quicksilver has absolutely gapped Mitchell, but Mitchell has gotten past Suit for Duck as well, and Patrick in the past lap. So he will be looking to catch Quicksilver, but is Quicksilver too fast for the Alpine driver? We will find out in this next 5 laps of the sprint race. but by the looks of it, Quicksilver is just putting that slight little extra time during the corners, and he's putting even more time on them on the straight as we speak. So yeah, Quicksilver, as long as he doesn't mess up, he will he will drive to the finish with a free race win with Mitchell right behind. Mitchell still has to defend from Patrick because Patrick is not running away yet. He does have that front wing damage, but he is not giving up on this top three. If anything, he's not giving up on the P2 either. As we do have Sonny Bray in the Merc proudly. He is up into P4 and he is looking for some really good points here for the Merc team. Obviously trying to shoot their way up the overalls. As Sonny Bray is getting a bit of a run, but he is burning quite a significant amount of battery. As we do look to see till the end of this race, we do have to keep an eye out on for penalties. I do think this is when more of the warnings and the penalties are going to start to come in. As Sonny Bray has cut the track a good amount, he may have gone on a warning for that, but no pen at this stage. Can Patrick get a nice neat exit at these next two corners? But Sonny Bray is on his heels at the moment, and I don't think Patrick may not have DRS. Patrick does have DRS, but he does not have a perfect slipstream. Sonny Bray is going to come onto the left side. He's going to go stick the move down at the turn one. He's going to go down the outside of the Red Bull driver. Yes, he is. Can he get it cleanly, though? Yes, he does, as Patrick does leave enough room for the Merc driver, Nishka.
Yeah, that was a good little move there from Sonny Bray. He had to get the elbows out just a little bit there, and just Patrick, just with that wing damage, just seems to be struggling just that little bit at the moment. QuicksilverDec, he looks like he's hot on Patrick's heels now. Just a little bit further down, we got as a governor, he's running his own race there as well. He's got himself up into P7, so that's some good points on a track that I know he absolutely despises, so he'll be happy with that at the moment. Noreshe doing a fantastic job for the kicks. Obviously, his teammate Drusilla getting in that.
round.
We're current around. Who we got around? Is that Goats?
He's
Is
gone
it?
off track. Flying Kiwi. Went
Flying
off the track and
Kiwi.
he lost the position.
So you see Drusilla, he gets the move done on Krudakama, so he moves up into P12. But you'll hear it. He's slowly closing in on Flying Kiwi now as well in P10. Maybe trying to get that last points position. I don't know if he'll have enough time to catch up to Midmay, who's just sort of cruising along, running his own race at the moment. Back towards the front though, Mitchell, he does seem to be struggling. Can Sonny Bray though close in to the DRS of Mitchell and try and put some pressure on him? He has absolutely no battery left at the moment, and Patrick is flying down the straight here. Can Patrick get him? He's going to have a look up the inside, and he is. Around the outside goes Sonny Bray. Oh my days, that is a serious retake there from Sonny Bray.
Wow.
That was really brave, but keeping it in the track limit's done a fantastic job there. And that was a good bit of driving, actually. As we see, QuicksilverDec, you did mention the penalties. He picks up a 3 seconds, so that could be costly because now Noreshe, he's looking at a top 5 if he can keep it within that 3 seconds of Soup. And yes, Soup being held up by Patrick too, so that's not going to help him at the moment. So we may see Soup try and push through here in this next 2 laps to try and break that 3 second gap. We'll have to wait and see here, Zombie, but does our front 3 look pretty safe here, do you think now, Zombie? Do you think we're going to see much change there?
Oh well, it's Imola. You never know with the track limit warnings and you can go wide at any corner of this track. Just a slight lock up and you lose probably more than half a second of your race time. As Sonny Bray is he's just sitting out of DRS, but Patrick may have just gotten DRS, which just keeps him alive from QuicksilverDec.
It's going to be interesting.
As
I don't think he got
Patrick does not have DRS. Patrick has no DRS. QuicksilverDec should be able to get the move done if he has enough straight line speed. He's coming onto the rear, goes to the right side. Is Patrick going to defend this? Is he going to stick it down the inside? No, he isn't. Smart move from the man of the Red Bull driver. Obviously, yeah, QuicksilverDec with that 3 second penalty, that's really going to hurt him. Unless, as we do see Kruder, that 3 seconds. So as I said, yeah, these penalties are going to start racking up in the next 2 laps to go of this of the sprint race. Can Knight SJ get past practice? Oh, he has a little bit of wheel spin there, but yeah, could Patrick's hold up Knight SJ to give QuicksilverDec a comfortable P4 finish? SJ, Nishka.
Yeah, I think yeah, I think Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what's going to happen there. I am noticing, other than the front two, there's not much
Oh,
battery managing
Patrick.
going on. Patrick gets a 3 second now too, so that's going to bring Naira Esho right into this to finish in P4, which would be a fantastic effort. He's just got to keep it on the track and within those 3 seconds. As Midmay now gets a 3 seconds, and that could bring Yohiri in to get P8 for the Mercs if he can just keep it within 3 seconds as well. So penalties could really bite a few people here, and people could be losing out on some points here. As we do see Naireshe, he is just driving around here in behind now. We're seeing Patrick is also dropping off as
Oh
Naireshe really
my
throws it
God.
around there, and yeah, that was an interesting one. And now Suit for Duck has now broken that 3 seconds. So Naireshe is now put himself out of P4. He's still in P5 at the moment though. So that's the little battle we got going on there now. Suit for Duck, he's burning everything that he can to try and get up to Sunny Bray here. Sunny Bray looks pretty happy there with his P3 at the moment. He's just cruising along. He doesn't want to get any invalidations there. He went real wide. Needs to just keep it on track. No pens, and he'll take home a P3 in the sprint. Naireshe has closed in onto Patrick, though, so that looks like it's going to be easy pickings there for Naireshe. Oh, Naireshe gets a 3 second!
Oh
He just had to
no.
keep it on the track! He just had to keep it on the
Oh.
track! Oh, sick part of me pulling his hair out. What are we thinking here? What is the rationale behind cutting the corner there when you're right behind the car in front that's got a 3 second? Oh, I cannot believe that. But back to the front. Quicksilver takes the win. Mitch P2. Sunny Bray in P3. Superdar P4. Patrick P5. Noresho went from looking like a P4 to a P6. Zagavado, he'll come down to the line in the Red Bull. He keeps it clean, no pens, puts it in P7. Yohiri, can he keep it within the 3 seconds and take P8? Looks like he's going to. Keeps it on the track, and that will
Ready?
be a Merc P8 and
Yes.
Mid-May P9, and that'll be it. That'll be it for the sprints. Thoughts on the sprint there, Zombie?
It's not. That was But besides the start, I think cleaner than last week. I'll say that. But yeah, that was very very how do I say it? Managed by Quicksilver. That was very managed by Quicksilver. He just had to get that overtake done. Well, not even just overtake. He just had to stay in front, and yep, he secured the sprint win by just over 2 seconds. And yeah, I'm not sure what the Sauber of Nia Ashe is was thinking. He just had to keep it on track, and he could have gone up to P4, which would have been an extra 2 points, and could be very needy points coming up to the end of the season. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see some very different results. Obviously, with tyre weight's going to come in play a lot, and this is going to be a bit more of an important qualifying.
As we see there was the sprint. That's all finished, done and dusted. We did have a Q&A while that race happened as well. I'll let you answer the Q&A for the comms, mate. But the question that did come in was, how is Soup so tough?
um, I mean, he's in an Alpine. That's all I can. That's what I've got it because Alpine at the top of the overall. So I guess that could be. I guess that's tough in a way.
Not sure why Cookie's retired. Not sure what's going on there.
Oh.
And he's left the session. So not too sure what's happened there. Why he's left. If someone from the VCARB yard could let us know what happened in the chat. But we do have now, we've got the qualifying for the feature. This is where the serious points come on the line here. We do have 18 minutes. They do only get 2 sets of soft tyres though, so I don't expect these guys to come straight out on the track. It does look a little bit overcast here, Zombie. Bit overcast for the qualifying. Could we see some rain heading our way and possibly be hanging around for the race? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it does look overcast, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, and I would love some overcast. That would be a lot of, even for the race, it'd be probably be a bit more chaotic, but I don't mind myself a bit of action while on comms, so I think I'm sure the other drivers will hate it if there will be rain, especially in qualifying, as we do see the Ferrari and the Merc out. So yeah, they are not wasting any time, as I believe that is Muzz and Sunny Bray, I believe it is.
Oh, well,
I'm not
Cookie's
sure. Oh
Cookie's
no,
joined back, but
one of the two Astons had a race ban.
yeah, he's not. The game's put him in the wrong car. So yeah, he was meant to be in the V car, Cookie. So the game's put him in the wrong car, but yeah, shouldn't have retired. We've seen the same thing happen with H-Town last week with the Mercs, and he jumped in the
Yep.
wrong car and retired. So same thing. Yeah, not too sure what's going on there, but he will now have to start from the back when he gets in the race. It
No, just
says
left the session again.
he's left the session again, so I'm not too sure what is actually happening with him at the moment. But we will now we'll have a look at tyres. Everyone's just on the soft tyres at the moment.
Yeah, everyone taking their sweet time, but we do have the Merc and the Ferrari driver. I'm not sure if you if you want to take this on board, or if you want me to take the on board, Nishka.
Yeah, so we got Yahiri. We haven't seen much of him, mate, so I'm going to jump on board with him, and I'll take this one away, as you've taken the other ones away. He is in hot lap, so not sure if he's in the Merc garage tonight, but starting in hot lap, which is an interesting one. Burning down. Little misclick of the gears there, back to 7th, but no harm done. Burns all the way down to 50%, stays in hot lap, drops it into 4th. Nicely done through the first chicane there, keeping it in hot lap. All the way up to 7th, drops it into 5th, 4th, even 4th, all the way down, keeps it nicely on the track. Into the little hairpin there. In 3rd gear, gets back on that power nicely, burns up the hill up to 40%. Looking nice and tidy so far from Yohiri. See what sort of time he can put on the board here for the Mercs. Really revving the car out down through there in 6th. Gets back on the power, nicely done. That was nicely done through there from Iwahiri. As we come up to the little chicane here, nicely done through there as well. Back on the power, keeps it in the track limits. Burning down. This looks like not a bad lap so far from the Merc driver. What's he going to put on the board? Can he get these last 2 corners right? Chucks it into 3rd. Uses plenty of the track. Uses plenty of the exit curb. Battery on. Down to the line. What's it going to be for the Merc driver? It's going to be a 16.6. So, yeah. I thought that lap might have been a little bit quicker than that, but it wasn't. Anyway, what else have we got happening here on track at the moment? We got a McLaren coming across the line. I believe that's Flying Kiwi. He's just started the lap. Goats is starting a lap. We got Muzz is big. What's he doing? He looks like he's starting his lap
He's
now,
on the
mate.
lap.
I'm going to jump on board with him. Take us away for Muzz's lap.
Yes, as we've got Muzz entering Sector 1, going into Sector 2, and he is absolutely wringing the neck of that wheel. Going through turn 5, I believe, as he's burning up the hill down to 27%. So he's just quite a lot of battery, as he is sitting in medium. Not what I would do, but continuing on, going down the hill. Can he get this one right? It looks clean for the moment. Will he have enough battery to gain that lap time in the final sector? We'll find out. Does he invalidate for these for that chicane? He does not, as he did invalidate on his first lap. I did see he did invalidate, so he is doing this on used tyres at the moment. He's going down to the last final few corners as he flicks that Ferrari wheel time again. As he's coming up to the line, burning all the RRS. What can the time be? It's a pretty solid 15.7 for Muzz. I'm sure Muzz will be happy with that for the time being, Nishka.
Yeah, it was a very good lap there from him. We're seeing one of the McLarens is into the pits. The other McLaren goes at P2, so Goats goes 16.5. So Muzz is looking quite strong there early on here, mate. We do have Com United. He looks like he's on a lap at the moment. He's coming through Sector 2 as we speak. We do have a Red Bull on an out lap as well. I believe that is the governor. He will be the next one to start a lap. So once we jump off this one, mate, we might jump straight on board with the governor, and I'll take it away with SJ for a flying lap. But Com United, he is burning down now through sector 3. What can he put on the board? He'll be disappointed with his sprint result. He'll be looking to try and get back in amongst it here. He runs a bit wide there. Did he invalidate? No, he didn't. He's going to send it down over the line. What's it going to be for Com United? It's going to be P2 with a 16.1. I'm going to jump over to SJ now, jump on board with him as he's burning down the straight. He's down to 60%, up into 8th gear, chucks it in to medium, 59%. Hopefully Com United does not get in his way. Chucks it down into 4th. Nicely done through the chicane. On the battery, a little bit of traffic in his way here. He's going to double downshift there, 5th, 6th, back up to 5th. Down into 3rd, down into 2nd even there. So that's an interesting one. He's going to try and pick up a little bit of a tow here from the V-carb. The V-carb gets out of the way there. A little bit wide there. Had to take a lot of speed out of there, so that's going to cost him a little bit of time there. He gets very narrow there. Doesn't really open that corner up there. It's looking a little untidy through this second sector here for the Red Bull driver at the moment. Can he get the chicane right? Does not bad through there. Dropping to 2nd again here. Not ideal, but he's going to burn down. Not much battery left. Going to hope to regain a little bit through these last 2 quarters so he can burn down to the line. What can the Red Bull driver do? Is that second sector that looked a bit messy, is that going to cost him? We're going to have to see when he comes up to the line here. It will be a 16.1, so that's good enough to put him in P2 at the moment. Definitely some time lost there, Zombie.
Yeah, that lap had a lot of potential. I think that that sector 1 was almost perfect for him, and then he just lost an awful amount of time, especially losing all the time mainly on the on the long parts of the track, on the exits. Obviously, you're gonna lose a lot of time because you're on the throttle for a lot longer. So, yeah, there's a lot of potential in that lap for SJ, but we will. Let's jump on with QuicksilverDec. QuicksilverDec, obviously pole position in the sprint quali, so I'm looking to see what he can do now as he is going down the hill. 17% battery, not the amount of battery he probably would have wanted, but yeah, it looks like he would have had a very clean first sector. Going down into the chicane, can he get this one right? He doesn't cut it too much, so he's not risking all the time, so he's just taking it cleanly as Drew Zilla goes provisional pole with a 15.5. Can QuicksilverDec match it, or could he even do better? Could he beat it? As he's going to come around the second last corner to the last corner. He's going to burn down to the line. Can he take provisional pole for the feature race? He does, and not by much. Just over half a tenth of a second, Nishka.
Yeah, only just takes it there. Kruder coming down to the line now. He puts himself into P6 with a 16.3. Seeing a few cars coming up towards the line here. I believe we've got Kiwi. He's going to be coming to the line next. What's he going to do? He goes back into the pits, so not ideal from him. We are seeing the other Alpine of Mitch, I believe, is starting a lap. We're seeing the Ferrari of Quicksilver. He's starting a lap. Sonny Bray, he's starting a lap. So all the big guns from the sprint, they're just starting a few laps now. We got Moe Nabs, I believe he's starting a lap too.
Oh, Quicksilver
Yes.
invalidated.
So Quicksilver's invalidated, so that's not ideal for him. Is he going to get out of the way of the Burke? He's got the Burke Rapid behind him. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. You got Mitch. He's a little bit further up the track. So Sonny's now invalidated. So we're going to have a look now. We're on board with the Alpine coming through Sector 2. What can Mitch do? Can he put himself and make this an Alpine 1-2 at the top halfway through this qualifying here? We'll have to wait and see. As he comes down, starting Sector 3. Looks like it's not bad lap so far from Mitch.
Very nice.
He looks like he's doing a pretty good job at the moment. Burning down. into these last two left-handers. Will jump on board as he's about to come down, cross over the line. Can he get a good exit onto the final straight? Runs a little bit wide there. Doesn't cut the inside curb. Definitely some time there. What can he put on the board? It's going to be a
Wow.
14.9. So he goes pole and he puts the pressure right on everybody at the moment. I think, have we got Patrick? He might be on a bit of a lap here. We'll have to wait and see. He's invalidated as well. So a lot of these guys have invalidated their first laps. And yeah, not ideal. Moe goes 15.4. So he puts himself into P3. So he's done a pretty good job there. Yohiri, he looks like he's invalidated. Sonny Bray's going again. So let's see what he can do. I'll let you take this lap away, mate, as he comes down to the end of Sector 1 now.
Yes, thank you, Nish, guys. He's midway through Sector 1. He's been looking quite strong here as he cuts. He looks like he's a professional cutting these corners here as he rings the neck of that Mercedes, just like Muzz was doing earlier on. He's burning all the way down to 25% going up the hill. Can he get this corner right? Very crucial corner, and he does very, very well to cut that corner. This seems like a very, very neat lap here from Sonny Braden. It just runs a little bit wide. He's going to lose a lot of time for that. Is he going to come up? How bad is he going to cut the chicane? And he is flying through there. Sonny Bray is absolutely flying through this lap, Nishka, as he's coming down to the final two corners. Can he get this one right? He's got on the RS management just perfect. He runs a bit wide as he clips the grass. Quicksilver with a 14.6. Can Sonny Bray match it, or can he beat it? He's coming across the line for provisional pole. No, he's just lost way too much time during that sector 2, Nishka. But yeah, 14.6 for Quicksilver. Can anyone beat that, Nishka? And who do you think would it be if someone can?
Yeah, I don't know. I think someone is going to have to do a sub 14.5 here to take pole. I think that's what they're going to need to take. I think that's a very good lap there for Quicksilver. He'll be feeling pretty comfortable there that he'll be in the first 3. But I still think someone can pull out a 14.5 here.
Yeah, as if anyone, it could be Quicksilver again. So we'll have to keep an eye on Quicksilver, as he just is running out of fuel on his in-lap. So you have a very slow in-lap, as well as I believe Sonny Bray as well. So I think their laps were done on used tires, unlike everyone else, and Muzz as well. So it's not looking too tight for the moment, but it is looking very tight between fourth to seventh. It's looking very, very tight at the moment. I think a lot of people's laps have a lot of people to improve battery management. You know, the turn-ins as well. I think even looking on SJ's lap, he just didn't get the turn-in and the exits right. It's just that throttle control for a lot of these drivers. They just can't get the throttle control correct, as it just causes them to slide going out the corner. So yeah, a lot of people definitely need to focus on that. As the first victim out is Flying Kiwi. He has not set a lap yet, so there will be a little bit of pressure on the McLaren driver. Can he rematch his name, Flying Kiwi? We'll have to find out. I'm sure he'll be looking for a top 10, maybe even a top 5. We did not see much of him in the sprint quali, but can he put up a fight against these big dogs, Nishka?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, mate. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen here, to be honest. I think anyone in that sort of that top 5, I wouldn't be surprised if anybody in that top 5 takes pole here. I think they're all capable. I know Moe on his days real quick. So we've seen Soup can put it in the 14s already. Sonny, he looks like he's been you know, he invalidated his first lap. He's probably on a little bit older tyres when he done that second lap. So could he improve? Yeah, I think it's gonna be one to watch here, mate.
Yes, as Flying Kiwi is now on a lap, so I'll jump all with him as he's just gone onto the grass and he completely cuts the corner into turn one. That is outrageous from Flying Kiwi. As yeah, he's definitely gonna have to recharge and go for another lap because that was audacious of what he's just done there. But the closest person to start a lap will be Muzz is big or Muzz is small. A lot of people call him. Yeah, I do think there's a lot of potential in Muzz's lap, but we did see his well, at least I did see his on board at the start of this session. It's just that throttle control. A lot of these drivers need to control. As he is gonna start a lap, and I'll hand this over to you, Nishka.
Yeah, so Muzzy's coming down. He's going to put his battery on. We will flick through these guys as they get to their sector time. So we'll see Muzz big come through the first sector. We'll see if he's improving. We do have Soup for Duck and Sunny Bray coming through right behind him as well. So we will flick through and we'll see if these guys are improving or not. We do have Muzz coming through. He looks like he's doing quite a nice job so far. What can he manage through sector 1? He's really chucking that car through there. They're wringing the neck of that Ferrari through sector 1. He is up by 2/10. What's Soup doing? He is not improving by the looks of it. Sunny Bray, he's going to be the next one coming down through sector 2. We will stick with Muzz though. He is coming through sector 2. He looks like he's doing a fantastic job of it right now.
Whoa, invalidated.
Oh, he's invalidated. So we do have Sunny. He's coming through next. What is he going to be doing as he comes through sector 2? Is he improving? What's that time looking like for him? He's improving by 2/10. That's not going to be enough. As Soup for Duck, he looks like he's backed out. So Sunny Bray's going to be the first one to come across the line that can challenge Quicksilver and Mitchell. Drusilla gets a 5-place group penalty. Not sure what's happened there. There's a bit of stuff happening back around in that sector. We'll stick with the action though. Sunny Bray down to the line. What's it going to be for the Merc driver? Can he put it in the top 2? No, he can't. He's going to stay there. Soup for Duck, he's going to go into the pits. Moe Nabs, he's going to be the next one coming around, I believe. Patrick. Oh, Patrick hasn't set a lap yet. So what's it going to be for Patrick? He's coming down into the 3rd sector now. You see QuicksilverDec, he doesn't improve. He just goes a 14.6. So we got Patrick, can he take pole? Down to the line, the Red Bull driver goes P4. What's it going to be for Moe Nabs? He's coming down to the line. He is going to go P3, so he knocks off Sunny Bray. Who else we got on a lap here? We got Drusilla, he's invalidated. He gets the 5-place group penalty, so that's going to drop him down. We're seeing Naira Eshe. I believe Minmay is just in front. Is that Minmay? No, it's not. It is a V-card. It's Com United. Com United is off. It's going to be Naira Eshe. He's come across the line. He can't set a lap. He's invalidated. We got Mitchell. He's going to be coming down. Can he take pole? No, he can't. He stays P2. Jay-Z coming down to the line. Can he improve? Yes, he can. He can go to P10. What's the governor going to do? He's coming down to the line. What can he do? He stays P12. And I believe that is pretty much...
Quicksilver's getting impeded. Oh, he's already finished this lap. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's our qualifying, mate. What do you make of that? That changed up a lot.
Yeah, it was a bit underwhelming, to be honest. We saw Soup for Duck around the same time as Quicksilver, and he's up in P6, and he's almost a second behind his sprint, or I'd probably say 8/10 behind the sprint lap. So yeah, I'm not sure what has happened to the Alpine driver there. Moe, Mitchell, and Quicksilver are your top 3, as not many improved. Besides Moe, there weren't many big improvements there, Nishka.
Yeah, not really. There's a lot of invalidating going on. There's some impeding going on as well that we're seeing. Symphonic saying both kicks impeding, so that'll be an interesting one to see in the tickets after this. But that will be qualified. We're seeing a 5-place group penalties going to Com United and Drusilla, so there must have been a bit of a collision happen between them two, which is yeah, that'll play out in the stewards room later. But yeah, we're seeing Kaus, you get those points refunded later, mate, as well. I'll get SJ onto that as well, as we don't typically do onboards for the last lap of the quali. We like to stick with all the action, mate, so I'll get that sorted out for you later, mate. Connor Webby, surprise interview. Let us know who, mate. We'll get this race underway, and then they can jump in after 3 or 4 laps, mate, and we'll get that happening. But right now, it looks like sunny skies, Zombie. It looks like it's going to be a fascinating race. The qualifying was fascinating. The sprint was fascinating. What's your thoughts, mate?
I mean, not much to be honest. I mean, my thoughts for the moment is these drivers need to get a clean turn one because, yeah, if we don't get a clean turn one, there will be a lot of crashing, as we did see a Hash driver crash out. And I believe he had a collision with Flying Kiwi as he did collect that 10-second penalty. So, about the clean skies part, there are some very big clouds in the background compared to the sprint race. So we could see, there's a chance. So I think these drivers will need to keep an eye on the weather. Obviously, if they've got telemetry, or they can ask their very inaccurate engineer. But yeah, these drivers just need to get a clean turn one.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I don't want to be doing another driver's briefing next week, so please, let's not see what we've seen in the sprint race. We will get the red lights. I will take the start of this one away, Zombie, and
Yep.
then we will get into it. But yeah, we're seeing the comms Q&A. We'll sort that out in a minute as well, as we do have 3, 4, 5 red lights, and they're off, and they're away. We're seeing, it looks like the Ferrari
Mitchell.
and the Alpine. Mitchell's got off to a fantastic start here. Down into turn 1. He's going to take the lead. We say, oh, Williams is off the track. That looks like Moe Nabs. Can he get back on the track there? Nice and safe. We'll have to wait and see. No, he's not. He's going to go back to last, so that's going to be an interesting one. Looks like everyone else has got through okay. Some interesting tyre choices going on. Yeah, here he started on the soft tyre. That's a very interesting choice. But back to the front, now we're seeing QuicksilverDec. He gets the lead back off Mitch. Sonny Brace through into P3. Patrick P4. We got Super Dark. Muzz is big up to P6. So Muzz has had a fantastic start. Min-May, P7. Who's dropped down here early on? Moe Nabs. Moe Nabs has lost out. He is the one. Oh, something's happening back in the field here. There's plenty of stuff flying around. I didn't see what it was. Was it a braking board? I don't know. We got the Governor, he's on the hard tyre. Is there any damage? I'm trying to look back towards the front though. There's plenty of stuff happening there. You got Sonny Bray, you got QuicksilverDec. He's having a little look up the inside of Mitchell. Nothing doing at the moment. As I'm just trying to gather my breath here. Zombie, take over for me, please, mate.
I will do that for you, Nishka. As Quicksilver, can he chase Super Duck down the straight? He's got the slipstream. Is he going to go send it down the inside? It is lap 2. Is he going to send it down the inside? No, he's not. As Mitchell does keep the lead for now. But what a start from Mitchell. He just got off the line extremely quick. But, yeah, what a horrible start. Horrible for Moe. Losing 11 places on the first lap. So he has definitely got a lot of work to do.
That's huge. Maz has got wing damage. Oh, that was.
Oh no, and he's going
big.
side by side with Min-May, going up to the big left-hander. Are they going to stick it in to this left-hander? They're going to go wheel to wheel. As Muzz goes a little bit wide, and Min-May gets the move done. As Muzz has just misjudged the way he was turning with that front wing damage. There's still going to be a lot of incidents, so nothing different to last week in Division 4. As yeah, Mitchell still does keep the lead, but Quicksilver is not letting this go. But is Quicksilver going to have a go? In Sector 3, he's going to go down the inside of Mitchell, and they're going to make contact! As Mitchell just cut across him a little bit too much, but Quicksilver is going to have another go down the main straight. He is going to have DRS, and Mitchell cannot do anything about that. He's just going to go fly past Mitchell. Unless Mitchell does go back down the inside, but he doesn't. He plays it safe, and he goes a little bit wide, and that has definitely got Mitchell a warning. As there still is 30 laps to go with this race, so the time pens Yeah, they're going to be very crucial here, as I definitely experienced yesterday. Yeah, Quicksilver back into the lead. At Sunny Bray is right on their heels, as it is a 5-car race for the win from what we're seeing at the moment, Nishka.
Yeah, these front two have been going hard. And as you see, Patrick just goes off track there a little bit in the background there. No harm done though. Gets back out in front of QuicksilverDec. So these guys really going hard at the moment here. Sonny Brace has been licking his lips here in P3. He's looking for a mistake to happen from one of these two up the front there. But great racing here to start this one in Division 4, this front five. They're really going at it. Plenty of stuff happening in the back. Plenty to note. The Governor and Combinator, they started on the hard tyres, so that's going to be interesting. They're going to start coming into it quite soon, and they're staying in touch at the moment, so they could be ones to watch for a bit later on, see if that's the right tactic. As they come down the straight here, Mitchell, he has the DRS wide open. He's burning that battery down. Doesn't seem to be gaining as much on Quicksilver. Quicksilver may be running those bit lower wings. Will Mitch have a look up the inside? No, he won't. Can't even get close enough to have a look there. And yeah, they're going to go back around for another lap. QuicksilverDec, he can't get through either. He's there in P4. Mid-May, he's just biding his time there in P6. Cookie, he's managed to pick up a 3 seconds, so he's not having a fantastic start to life. Please note, he is in the Aston Martin, but he is driving for VCARB. He is in the wrong car. Goats for Life, he's had a fantastic start here for the carriage, just keeping his nose clean there. And yeah, here we are on lap 4, and we've got our interviewee in here now. Kaus, welcome to the Commons Box, mate.
Thanks very much, Nish. It's good to be here. I'll do this for my mate Connor. I won't take away from the race too much.
Yeah, nah, absolutely. It's good to have you in here, mate. I know you've been doing a fair bit of engineering around the Williams box. I'm not sure if you're in there tonight or not, but what are you making so far of Moe's and Min-May's night so far?
Yeah, Min-May's doing well on the medium compound tyre up in P6, so that's really good for him. Unfortunately, Moe I think kind of just misjudged the turn 1 there and now has to fight back through the field. Look, Moe's got pace. I have no doubt he'll be able to fight back up through and get us into points positions, but yeah, it's just a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely. He managed to put a good lap together there, put himself up into P3. Got a lot of time for Moe. I did a lot of practice on the off-season with him, and yeah, it's a shame to see that happen to him tonight, but I'm sure he's going to bounce back, and I'm sure he will fight his way through here, mate. Just a quick other question from me, mate. Since you returned back to Rush, mate, how you been finding it? How you been enjoying your driving, mate?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it, Nish. I've been falling in love with doing some F1 racing again. You know, I think the last time that I left, I wasn't too happy about some of the driving that was going on, but it seems to have cleaned up, especially in Div5. So yeah, enjoying racing week in week out, trying to fight for the title, but you know we'll see what happens at the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, it's been good to see you getting some good performances on track. Yourself and your teammate doing a fantastic job down in Division 5. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys can do tomorrow. How are you feeling for Imola?
Yeah, it's a tough track, Nish. It's very, very tough.
Oh, sorry. There's just been contact with Sunny Bray and Patrick. They've just gone down to P4. I'm sorry, P5 and P6. They've just made contact going into the last sector there. Sorry, Nishka.
Yeah, that's for sure what happened there. They both just locked wheels and they've gone off track, and now they're going to have to try and catch these front fours. Mid-May, he's yeah, your driver Kaus, he's looking hot on the heels now as QuicksilverDec, and he could be on for a podium. We do know that he does just take his time early and works his way into the races. So yeah, I don't want to take too much of your time up, Kaus. I'll let Zombie ask you any questions he's got for you, mate, and then you can get back to joining the boys, and hopefully they can bring home a good result for you.
Thanks, Nish. Appreciate it.
Good evening, Chaos. Just no, not much. Just yeah. Are you feeling confident? Have you done much practice around Imola? Obviously, yourself as a Div5 driver.
I've done a bit of practice, Zombie. I'll be honest, I feel like I'm struggling with what's set up to run. I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what tire strat I'm going to run. I'm a bit of a lost duck at the moment, but I'll figure it out tomorrow, and hopefully I can execute.
Oh, well, I wish you all the best, Chaos. Yeah, we appreciate you having it in the comms box, bro.
Thanks, boys. Have a good one, and enjoy the comms as well. So yeah, keep at it, fellas. Well done.
Cheers, Kaus. And back to the action. So yeah, we've seen a bit of stuff happening there. I'm seeing some few comments coming in the chat there. Red Bull diving on the Mercedes there. So a bit of a dive bomb. Might be a little bit of a penalty coming that Red Bull's way.
Ooh.
We'll have to wait and see what plays out. But at the front here,
Oh,
this
top
is a
two.
fantastic battle. Mitch and Quicksilver going wheel to wheel. This isn't the place where you want to go to wheel for wheel. This isn't for the faint-hearted. But Quicksilver gets through and he takes the lead. Suit for Duck, he's looking menacing just in the back there. Mitch goes for a little switchback up the inside. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. Quicksilver holds the outside line and gets the better traction. But Mitch now switch it to the outside. He's going to get the better traction. He's going to get through and he's going to take the lead again. Oh, what fantastic racing this is from Division 4 here, Zombie.
Yeah, that's just absolutely incredible. Obviously, we have not seen. Well, we did see a bit of contact early on, but it wasn't too effective to both of them. But they are battling extremely cleanly and extremely fair at the moment. So very nice battle between these guys at the moment. As we go back down to P7, Drewzilla SJ. He is hungry for that P7, and I'm sure down the straight, if he's got enough straight line speed, I'm sure he would get that green kick Sauber. But he has absolutely gapped SJ within that one corner exit. But can he get this corner exit right? He will get DRS. How much straight line speed does Drewzilla have? He is saving. He might be confident, but SJ is gaining, and he's gaining. He's going to try and make a move into turn one. He's going to go around the outside, and he's on the grass. Going into turn one, oh, they make contact as he half spins into the gravel. As Kruder goes on to P7 after that. That is massive for the Haas driver. But what on earth has just happened there? And he gets it passed by Flying Kiwi. SJ was just absolutely shoved onto the outside of the track, but going back up to P9, there's side-by-side battling, going up the hill, going into the big swing of the left-hander. They're going to go wheel to wheel, the Haas and the kick Sauber, and the Sauber just shuts the door on him and says, no, you can get back behind me, sir. As Com United, especially Com United, he's got the fastest lap, and he's gained 10 places in 8 laps. So that's very, very good from him. But yeah, that was a very, very eventful couple corners at Nishka.
Yeah, that was crazy there to try and go for that move around turn one, putting a tyre on the grass. That's always risky, and yeah, I believe looked like not the ideal place to be. And yes, unfortunately, SJ, it looked like he was going quite quick, but now he's down into P12. He's going to have to fight his way back up again. As we do know now, up in this top six, they're all in DRS again now. So Sonny, Bro, and Patrick, they've done a fantastic job to close in that 3 seconds, and they could be right back in amongst it after their little excursion out into the gravel. Hey, Nishka and Zombie, look at that Sonny in 1 second. Do you speak English, Connor? I don't know what you're saying there. Dur's saying, I'll leave you guys unsupervised for 5 minutes, but I believe he's talking about the Red Bulls, and yeah, it's been a bit of chaos from the Red Bull garage, let's just say that. But anyway, back to the front, we got QuicksilverDec. This has been a fantastic battle. This has been chopping and changing on me. I don't know if you've been noticing while we've been having a look at some of the cars in the back there, but doesn't look like Quick can pull away. Doesn't look like Mitch can pull away. Soup's just been sitting there smoking the pipe, and Minmay doing similar. He's just sitting in behind too. Any of these guys make a mistake, and it's going to come undone for these guys.
Yeah, I think one big thing for Quicksilver at the moment, he's just getting that last corner exit a lot better than Mitchell is, and he's just able to keep that first place and been able to save a lot of battery on the straight as well. So yeah, Quicksilver's doing a very good job trying to get his corner exits right. It's the same thing again I saw in qualifying. These drivers just can't, they just don't have the throttle control to just get out that corner cleanly. They're just sliding mid-corner because they're getting on the throttle too early. So unless Mitchell can learn from that mid-race, yeah, Mitchell's not going to be able to overtake Quicksilver unless he does make a mistake. And obviously, I think around this track, mistakes can definitely happen. If that's time pens, if that moves into turn one, fancy coming from me. But yeah, obviously time pens. We've gotten a lot of time pits at the moment, as we do see something happening under the back, and the McLaren has spun. This is probably the 5th time that McLaren has spun this race alone. So he is having an awful race after being P7 at one point. Yeah, it is not his day at the moment. Can Mitchell get a good exit out that final corner? It was a lot better, and he's actually getting a run on Quicksilver. So can Mitchell? Has he got enough overspeed to catch Quicksilver? No, he just does not have enough straight line speed to catch him quick enough. As he's sliding into turn 1, but he is right up on Quicksilver. He just gets a catch a slight bit of oversteer, and Soup4Duck is just waiting in the background, waiting for something to happen, because these guys have been at it all race long, obviously being side by side, basically through the entire first sector.
We got an onboard request with Sonny Bray, and as we do that, he's going to get an overtake there on Minmay. So we'll stick with him until we get to Sector 2 again, and he gets past, and now he is up into P4. Patrick gets by as well. Some of these guys' tyres must be screaming by now. As we do see him get a bit squiggly there, so these tyres must be starting to really hurt here. When are we going to see these guys box is going to be the question here, Zombie.
Yeah, I think the optimal pit stop is either, if you've got good tyres, this lap, or within at least the next 2 laps, because these mediums would be almost close to dead in the funeral home at the moment. So no drivers going into the pits at the moment, and Sonny Bray does not come into the pits. It looks like Sonny Bray is really struggling with those tyres, sliding all over the track. As in, do we see anyone behind go into the pits? Not from what I can see, but a Haas has dived into the pits. One of the Hasses has dived into the pits, hoping for an undercut towards that back end of the grid. But yeah, back up the front, we're still not seeing much happen, but Mitch has definitely closed up with Quicksilver. But Quicksilver's just getting those exits perfect every single time, and he just cannot. Yeah, he just can't catch him at the moment. But I'm definitely starting to see these drivers slide coming out of the high speed corners, as Mitchell he's definitely staying within definitely half a second of Quicksilver at the moment, as we do see Quicksilver saving battery, and Mitchell has got a lot more battery. Actually, I can't even sorry, give me a second. Mitchell does have more battery. Is he gonna go down the inside of Jesus Christ? Sorry for the words, but he's just he's sliding all over the place. Do they pit in this lap? He is going to pit the top 2. Oh god, oh, he's shoved him into the pits! And he's giving Quicksilver a 10-second penalty. I'm sure Quicksilver would definitely be able to get that removed. But Soup4Duck, what has happened there? He's just absolutely rammed him.
No,
and I believe
Soup4Duck's still out on track. It was Mitch.
Wait, what? Oh, it was Mitch.
Yeah, Soup4Duck's still
Sorry,
out on track.
Soup4Duck. Not anything against you, Soup4Duck. That's my bad.
Mid-May's
Yeah,
going
Mitchell,
around again.
what are you doing?
It's going to be interesting to see if these guys come out in any traffic. That's going to be the question. We are seeing Buzz. He's coming down now. Patrick is going to come out. He's just behind Mitchell. QuicksilverDec, he's come out in plenty of clear air, so he looks quite good at the moment. We will change it back to see the intervals here. And we're seeing now Soup4Duck's kept going around. Everyone else sort of came in that was in that leading pack at the moment, apart from Minmay. So Minmay and Soup4Duck, they've gone the extra lap. Will they come around again? Plenty of clean track though for Quicksilver, and he's managed to get 2 seconds on Mitch, and now Mitch gets a 3 seconds. So Mitch has a 3 second. Quicksilver probably has a removable 10 second. So this is shaking this up massively. You got Patrick, he's just chilling in behind. He's gone back onto mediums. So he's doing a 2-stop. So that's an interesting one. Sonny Bray, he's onto the hard tyre. He's got a 3 second. Everybody's got 3 seconds. Yeah, this is really really interesting. Where is QuicksilverDec going to come out in all of this? That is going to be the big question here, because he has no penalties. Quicksilver goes past. He gets a big undercut. He's absolutely flying. Even Patrick gets him. So Patrick gets him. So that extra lap for Soup, that's going to hurt him. You're seeing Sonny Bray. He's coming down as well. Can he get him? It's going to be interesting. No, he's right behind him, but those cold tyres, this is going to be an interesting little battle here. Sonny Bray, he's going to have a look up the inside. Can he get it done? No, he can't. QuicksilverDec holds on. Good defending from the Alpine driver at the moment, but this is going to be a good little battle here. Buzz, looking up the inside. Sonny Bray looking for a little move there, runs wide. Oh, he's getting really racy, really feisty here. This is a good little battle here between these two. Buzz is big. He's just chilling. He's just cruising along on his 11 lap hards. He's just doing his thing, running his own race on his different strat. The Governor and Com United, they're up there in the lead, but they are losing hand over fist to QuicksilverDec. I don't know if starting on the hards is the right play around here. We'll have to wait and see what happens with the mediums later on, whether they can work their way back through the field. But Sonny Bray absolutely hammers that chicane. Not sure if you got a warning for that or not, but it looked very close.
Okay.
But he is right on the hammer of QuicksilverDec here. This is going to be an interesting little battle as they come down. This is the battle for P5 at the moment. There's plenty of gaps opening up the field there. Patrick goes fastest on those medium tyres. He's going to have to go faster because he's going to have to stop again. So that's not going to be ideal. Mars is going to be working overtime. Around the outside goes Sonny Bray. Can he get the move done? Whoa. Yes, he can, and he is through. And QuicksilverDec down into P6, but he doesn't have a pen. So if he can just stick onto the back of Sonny Bray here, he still will take P5. But this is going to be a fantastic race now that some of these guys have got some clear track. QuicksilverDec, he's closing in on the leaders. Could they be a bit of an obstacle here, though? This is going to be interesting. The hard runners, could they play a part here? The Governor, he's on the hard tyres. Could he play the team game here and try and hold QuicksilverDec up for his teammate Patrick? That's going to be the next thing to see. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much because, oh man, there was no traction there for the Red Bull, but he holds on. So QuicksilverDec maybe just biding his time. 100% battery. He's just going to wait for the straight. Mid-May gets a 3-second now, so he joins the party. Give my voice a break here, Zombie. Let's go.
Yeah, SJ is just holding him up even more. He's making him go side by side into the last sector. I'm sure that will help his teammate a little bit more, just making his life a little bit easier. Can I just ask, did Quicksilver start on the mediums?
Yeah, Quicksilver's on hards now.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought. Have we seen anyone going back up to... So Patrick, he's gone medium,
yeah,
which is very, very interesting. He'll be having to push extremely hard, and also Jazzy in the Haas. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Moe's gone medium, and he's gone back onto the hard tyres. So it looks like Patrick is the only driver, or as well as Flying Kiwi, that is on the 2-stop at the moment. So, yeah, Patrick is really gonna have to make the most of this tyre. Otherwise, I don't see Patrick gaining much because he's gonna have that tyre advantage for a couple laps, and yeah, he's just gonna start losing time until he has to pit again. So, yeah, it's very, very unique stack from Patrick's. We will definitely see if he can gain a lot more. If I was Patrick's, I would have pitted a lot earlier if I was him to make more use of the mediums. But yeah, he's opted to pit when everyone else pitted. So
yeah, I got a feeling that could have been a misclick there, Zombie. I think
I've experienced that a couple of times.
Yeah, I think that may have been a misclick. I don't think he could have possibly been going on to the meds. I don't think that could have been possible waiting that long. Com United, he just gets overtaken by Quicksilver. Quicksilver's just absolutely flying now. He is... Hang on, where's Mitch? Mitch... Hang on, what's happened here?
Oh.
Why is he all the way down there? What has happened? We've missed something here. If we can hear what's happened to Mitch, I don't know what's happened there, but if anybody can tell us... Oh, he had to box again. So he's had to box. We've missed that one. Thanks for that.
Oh, with the front wing.
Appreciate
I
it.
believe.
Oh, no.
I believe he would have had to pit again for the front wing.
So That
that
has
he
thrown an
damaged.
absolute spanner in the works here. That'll
Wow.
leave yeah, some of these guys in some serious. Sonny Bray's looking super quick. He's put 4.4 seconds on SJ at the moment, and Soup for Duck, he's fighting with him at the moment.
Oh,
SJ providing a massive roadblock for these guys in front, as Soup for Duck can't get through at the moment, and this is going to be very painful. As we see, Com United, he is in. He's got a long way to go. 14 laps to go on those medium tyres. He's going to have to do a fantastic stint here. As we see, SJ's in as well, so he's just going to match what Com United can do. But it's cost 4.5 seconds to Soup for Duck from Sonny Bray, so that's not ideal. And Sonny Bray, he's going to be pushing on
wow.
now. Sonny Bray here, he's looking at a P2 on his Merc debut, looking fantastic, and he does have that 3 seconds, so he's just got to keep it clean here. QuicksilverDec, he looks like he's off and gone. Patrick's going to have to box again. So it's all going to be about tyre management for these guys on the hards. Soup, he's 4.1 seconds behind. He is slowly closing in though. He just needs to get within that 3 seconds of Sonny Bray. Doesn't want to pick up any penalties himself though. Min May, he does have a 3 second though. He's slowly there in P5. Yohiri, he's interesting. He's on 11 lap hards now, so he might be on a 2-stop strat. So we'll have to see what he does. He might be looking to box in the next 4 or 5 laps and then go to the end. We're seeing Cookie, he started on the hards in that Aston Martin. Well, I don't think he started on the hards actually. I think he had damage lap 1. And yeah, he's got himself up into P9 now, so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. Druzilla's on those 5 lap hards. He's slowly working himself back into the race. Plenty of interesting things happening here, mate. We've got Sonny Bray. He's closing ever so closely into the back of Patrick. QuicksilverDec, he is flying away into the sunset at the moment. What are we seeing? Com and SJ are going to struggle at the end. 100% tyre wear. Yeah, I think 14 laps to go on the mediums is a long way to go on mediums. I could not see them getting there without maybe a puncture in the last 2 or 3 laps, especially an old teammate of mine, SJ. I know that he struggles with tyre wear, so that's going to be an interesting one to see if he can manage that one. As we go down the grid though, Sonny Bray, he's pulling out a little bit more time on Soup for Duck at the moment here, Zombie. What are we thinking of the race situation at the moment, mate?
I mean, this could go many different ways. We still got almost like around 14 laps to go, and you know, we've caught this many pens. So I don't even want to make any predictions at this point on. You know, so I mean, I'm 100% sure we'll see a lot more penalties, and with the I mean, with the tire situation, as you say, with the mediums, they probably won't make it to the end. You've also got to think about obviously the fuel. Obviously, they've dumped pretty much all their fuel, and they're going to be in a lot cleaner air as they were in the start of the race. So I do believe the people that have just pitted for the mediums, they should get to the race somewhat comfortably. Definitely going to be high wear, but they can definitely get to the end of the race, Nishka.
Yeah, now Sonny Bray, he's got past Patrick as well. Now, we are having a look at some of these penalties too. We do believe Quicksilver's 10-second penalty will most likely get removed after getting pushed into the pit, so take no note of that one. But Sonny Bray, he has 3 seconds, but he has now cleared a driver who has to stop again in Patrick, and then it's a further 5 seconds down the road to Soup for Duck. So he has a good handy buffer that he's creating for himself at the moment. Minmay has 3 seconds, then he's got a big gap of 15 seconds till Yahiri. And he's got 3 seconds. Druzilla 6 seconds. Kruder's got 9 seconds. So plenty of pens in the middle here. Com United could be the one. He could be coming through. He's on those tyres, but will they get to the end? He's going to have to look after them on this stint. Jay-Z is battling hard with him at the moment. That won't be helping his cause. Mitch has 3 seconds. Zagovernor's got no pens. He's on the fresh tyres. He's going to have to look after them to the end as well. Moe, he'll be looking to try and get back into it, but he's got 6 seconds of pens. Muzz, he's been keeping it clean. He's on a fresh set of tyres now too. He could be the big gainer at the end. As we see, Minmay now gets past Soup for Duck. So Soup for Duck really struggling at the moment. That's going to be an interesting one just to keep an eye on. Back towards the top, we've got Flying Kiwi with 3 seconds. We got Cookie's got 3 seconds. And Goats, he's just running his own race at the back there with no pens, but he's 30 seconds behind. So back towards the front here, we do have this little battle of Soup for Duck and Minmay at the moment. Can Soup regain his composure and try and get back in amongst this? We'll have to wait and see. What are we thinking now, Zombie?
Yeah, I still don't know what to think. If Quicksilver keeps up this pace towards the end of the race, he could possibly even make that 10-second penalty nothing. He only needs to put on another. If I look at the penalties, he only needs to put on another. So it's 6 seconds on him. Well, no, just another 3 for the moment. So another 3 seconds. Oh no, I'm doing my math wrong. Oh my god, don't worry about that. But I mean, Soup for Duck at the moment. He's got no pens, and yeah, Minmay's just in front of him. It's just not. He doesn't have enough overspeed. I don't think Soup for Duck has gone. Oh, he's got a 3-second penalty. The last thing he needed. The last thing that could have got him to the race comfortably. But now he's gonna really have to fight for this to the end of the race. But Minmay is gonna try and fight to not get another 3 seconds. As I did see him on the verge of track limits there as well. Yeah, the podium spots. It's gonna be a great fight between P3, I reckon.
Yeah, it's going to be a good little fight. Plenty of pens coming out now as well. Patrick has come in. He is on to those fresh hards. He's going to be on the fresh hards for the last 10 laps. 18 seconds though. Is that going to be too much to try and get into that P4 position? I think the best he's going to be able to do is probably a P5 from there, mate. But he does have no pens, so a late safety car here would really spice things up. I didn't want to say it. I've seen the word comms curse in there, and then yeah, this is gonna be interesting. As we see Patrick, he's on the march. He flies straight past Drusilla now, and he is going to be charging up the track. He does have the freshest tyres. Can he pull in 18 seconds? That is going to be the question. Was the 2-stop maybe the strat? Do we know? Maybe we don't know nothing.
Yeah, adding on to that, 2-stop is definitely not viable. I think it's just not enough laps to just gain more time, honestly. And if I'm being honest, if you have a low aero setup, it is almost impossible to get past when you've got a high aero setup, especially around this track with a big long straight. This track's very you know, it's got a lot of corners that you would love to have high aero on, but then it's got that massive long straight you'd love to have low wings on. So I think with people here, they've just had to go on one or the other, nowhere in between. So yeah, it's just still not much to say at the moment. But Soup for Duck is right on Minmay. And a Soup for Duck. Oh, sorry, no. Minmay. That may have just gotten him a warning. I'm not sure. I'll check on that in a minute. He has gotten DRS, but he just hasn't saved enough battery. And Minmay still has got around 20% more battery than Soup for Duck. So yeah, Soup for Duck really needs to fix his final corner exits, or get past him towards, or probably end of sector 3. End of sector 3 this race has been quite a favourable spot for people to go for a dive bomb if it wasn't turn 1. So we'll see a lot about that towards the end of the race. Night SJ3 second penalty. Yeah, I'm not seeing much at the moment besides the fight for the podium.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And I'm just on board here with Com United, and he is on those mediums, and it just looks like he's struggling already with 8 laps to go. I don't know if that hard to medium strat is going to pay off for these guys. We've just been asked to have a look at the pens again. We did just go through them. I don't think too many of the pens have changed. But yeah, to all the top 4, they've all got 3 seconds, apart from QuicksilverDec. We'll have to see if that 10-second does get removed. Patrick has no pens, and he is closing in. That's going to be one to watch. If he can get within the 3 seconds of these guys, yeah, look out. It's going to be an interesting one. See how that plays out. As we do, that is the pens there. We will go back to the tyres. We will have a quick look at the gap to the leader. Patrick is still 24 seconds off the leader of Quicksilver at the moment, but he is only 19 seconds off Sonny Bray. That with the 3 seconds, that would only be 16 seconds he has to make up in this last 7 laps, but that is a big ask. Suit for Duck though looks a bit more manageable with 3 seconds. Yeah, that's only going to be 13 seconds. I think that's one we can definitely watch out for here, mate.
Yeah, as I do see someone drop down the order. The 9th place of the Hash driver just dropped down 2 places behind the V-Carb and the Alpine. They've absolutely swooped up both the Hash drivers. As they could possibly be working together. As we do see a Sauber spun round. As Knight
There's a
SJ
safety
has
car. It's a safety car.
a safety car. Oh no!
There it is. There
Patrick!
it is.
There's Patrick.
Patrick 16 seconds
Oh
behind.
my God.
Are they going to pit? Quicksilver's in. He's going to have to serve his 10 seconds. Is Sonny Bray in? Sonny Bray is in. Sonny Bray will take the lead of this race, I believe. Min-May, Suit for Duck, they're all in. Patrick, what is it? Where is he going to come out? This is going to be the interesting one. Will Sonny Bray come out in front? Will Patrick stay out? He's on the 4-lap hards. It's going to be interesting. He does. He stays out. Where's he going to come out?
Oh,
He's going to
it's
come
gonna
out
be
behind
close.
Sonny Bray. Is he going to come out in front of QuicksilverDec?
Oh,
He is. He is
he's gonna get in front of Sonny Bray as well.
Oh, he gets in front of both of them. Sonny
Wow.
Bray has the freshest tyres. He is... Min-May's gone onto the softs. Min-May's got a set of softs.
Oh no.
This could be GG's. The Williams could have played a master strat here.
He can't. There's no way he's gonna. He can't get to the end on that.
We're only gonna have 4 laps of racing here. If he looks after these soft tyres, I think Mid-May.
He's gonna have to make use of them at the start.
This is huge. We comms cursed
Wow.
it. We said there was going to be a safety car.
Yeah, you
said it.
cursed it.
We comms cursed it. We wanted to spice it up.
Oh.
QuicksilverDec. Well, he's not going to get his 10-second removed now because he's got in and served it. So that's not going to be a worry. He doesn't have any pens. That's going to be the thing that's going to play into his advantage. Now we've got Super Duck. He's on fresh tyres too. Mitchell, he stayed out on 12-lap hards. Moe stayed out on 10-lap hards. You'll hear he's on 4-lap mediums. He stayed out. Druzilla's got fresh tyres. Comp United's got fresh tyres. Gov's got fresh tyres. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. This is
I don't know
going
what
to
to
be.
say.
This is going to be interesting. We're going to have probably, I think, 5 laps of racing here, I'd say, by the time these cars all catch up. Maybe 4. And this is going to be an epic last 4 laps now. We will quickly flick over to the pens. So we do have Sonny Bray, he's got a 3-second, Min-May 3-second. Patrick and Quicksilver, they are the clean ones up the front. We got Suit for Dark, he's got a 3. Mitch has a 3. Moe a 6. Yohiri a 6. Drazilla 6. Flying Kiwi 6. Com United 3. So he could jump some positions here, Com United. He's got fresh tyres, so he could be in for some jumping. Not sure what's happened. Crew to Karma there. He's I don't know. He's pit. So he's pit. So Governor now on fresh tyres, has no pens. He could be in for a massive jump here if he can stick with these guys. Muzz also, fantastic race from him so far. We will have a look at his tyres. He's on 3-lap medium, so he could be in for a big jump as well. We also have Jay-Z. He's got no pens, so he can be in for a big jump. This is going to be a very interesting race to the end here, Zombie. What are you predicting from here, mate?
Quicksilver's got to win, I reckon. I think Quicksilver can do it. I mean, it's just like Mid-Bay's gonna fly, and then he's just gonna drop off insanely quickly. Those softs are not gonna last more than if I'm being honest, they're gonna die off at the end of 2 laps on those soft tires. They will just not be able to hang on unless he obviously tire saves. So, but Sonny Bray, I mean, Sonny Bray does have a chance to win this. If Min-May, towards the end of this race, on the soft tyre, when it dies off, when Quicksilver catches up to him... Oh no, sorry. When Quicksilver obviously catches up to Min-May, you know, Min-May's tyres are going to be dead. He could possibly hold up, and when Sonny Bray, which I predict Sonny Bray is going to overtake that Red Bull driver, obviously on the fresher tyres, Sonny Bray still has a chance to win this race, so definitely don't count him out. But obviously, yeah, Quicksilver with that depends. If Quicksilver stays clean, then yeah, I would not be surprised if Quicksilver can deliver it for the Scuderia.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're going to see 4 laps of racing here. Everyone's caught up. Patrick should be safety car in this lap. Patrick will lead us away. I still think Quicksilver is in the... Man, I've put pens up like 5,000 times. Are you guys even watching the stream? Holy crash out, man.
I just want to mention, Quicksilver is on his last warning. So, I definitely wouldn't count that out either. So much can still happen, Nishka. I don't understand what the hell's going on. And I think Patrick's on his last warning as well. So one little mistake, pushing a bit too hard, that can result very big for these two drivers without pens.
We've got safety car in. We've got Patrick leading them away. This is going to be a massive last 4 laps here. The guys on the hards trying to warm them up. Min-May licking his lips on the softs. We've got the penalties up on the screen. Patrick, what's he going to do? He's sitting there, 100 k's an hour. Turns into the last corner. Gets that battery on. He's off and gone. Sonny Bray is right on his hammer. There you have Gap. Min-May a little bit there. Caught him napping. QuicksilverDec right on the back of him. The 2 Alpines looking to race. Mitch on those older tyres looking to struggle to keep up with these guys early here. Sonny Bray has a look on the outside. Patrick gets a 3 seconds. Oh, this is massive now. This is an even race now. Quicksilver is the only one not on a pen. He's looking up the inside of Min-May. Governor's out. I'm not sure what's happened there. Big collision at the back. This is huge. And what do we have? It's just a VSC. It's only a VSC. Oh, no, it's a full safety car. We're going to get 1 lap on the safety car, and then we're going to have a 2-lap sprint to the end.
Oh my god.
Holy, we're going to get 1 lap. We're not even going to get a lap of DRS here.
What the hell?
Oh my days.
Has just happened?
What has happened? Kruder has 19 seconds of pens. Cookie has 13. Muzz has 10. He's missing both end plates. Oh my days. What in the hell is going on? Jay-Z's through. He's got no pens. He's laughing. Everyone's got pens in front of him. We can see Jay-Z get a podium. We can see Jay-Z get a podium. This is crazy, man. Like, how's it say? This is absolutely insane. I'm not even going to say. Everyone's saying Quicksilver wins GG's. He's the only one without a pen. Oh, I wouldn't even put this past Quicksilver gets a pen on the last 2 laps too. Yeah, I did. Oh, now Muzz gets a drive through. Oh my days.
Oh. And he can't do that on the safety car either. Oh, there's a 10-second as well.
What? How does he get a spin? Another one? What has happened here? Oh my lord.
What? I'm speechless. What? I'm honestly speechless.
I've been the king of comms curses today. QuicksilverDec. Oh, I've said it. He's gonna get a pen. This is unbelievable.
He's on his last warning, and I said that for Patrick as well. Just like and I said anything can happen, and it happened.
Yeah. Anyway, there's gonna be some cars miss the restart here. I don't know. They're all in the pits. No Osho's in the pits. Muzz is in the pits. Carver's in the pits. Muzz's got to go back into pits. Cookie's got to go into pits. They all come out of the pits. Patrick's leading the way. Sonny Bray's got a pen. Min-May's got a pen. Soup's got a pen. Mitch's got a pen. Moe's got a pen. Yaliri's got a pen. Drew's got a pen. Combinai's got a pen. Kiwi got a pen. They all got pens. Jay-Z, you're the cleanest driver today, mate. Or maybe QuicksilverDec's pretty clean. No, he got a 10-second too. Jay-Z, well done, mate. Well done. Take a bow, son. But we got the safety car in this lap. You can take this one away, and then I'll take the final lap away, Zombie. Give us your best, mate.
I mean, I'll try and keep up because you can never predict this this bloody grid. This is going to be an exciting 2 laps. Can Quicksilver stay out of track limits? That is his only job to do, is to stay out of track limits. Can Jay-Z finish on the podium? That is the 2 big questions coming on to the final 2 laps. When does he go? He goes now, as Patrick coming on to the penultimate lap. Can Sunny Bray stick with him? He is going to stick with him. But here comes Minmay. Minmay's going to go wheel to wheel with Sunny Bray. He's going to try around the outside. He's not going to try around the outside. He backs out. As someone's lost their front plate, and Sunny Bray has lost their end plate. And Quicksilver has just gone around the outside of Minmay. No contact for the first quarter through the entire grid, which is very good. Can Quicksilver keep it between the white lines? And he just stays out of the track limits there. As we get a beautiful on board with Minmay watching all this happen. But is Sunny Bray getting a run on Patrick? He's going to go down the inside. He's going to hold his line. He's going to go down the inside. They make contact and Sunny Bray takes the lead. Sunny Bray takes the lead as Quicksilver's going to go side by side. But he backs out. Quicksilver just needs to keep it within the white lines. I've said it a million times. He just needs to keep it within the white lines. But he is going to go side by side with Patrick. He's going to go around the outside. No. Patrick holds that inside line. Anything could happen in this final lap, and Patrick almost spins out of the race and Flying Kiwi gets a 3-second, which just builds up on his pens. As Quicksilver's going to get the move done. Can Quicksilver keep it within the white lines once again? Can Sunny Bray wins this race? Who knows what on earth is happening? And there's been a collision at the back, and Jay-Z is up to 9th. Can he finish on the podium, Nishka? On to you.
Oh my god, this is crazy. We're seeing now QuicksilverDec is looking for a move on Minmay. Minmay on those soft tyres. Having a look on Patrick. Round the outside. Can he get it done? No, he can't at the moment. Oh, what a battle this is going on here. QuicksilverDec just needs to keep it in the lines. Needs to keep it pen free. Sunny Bray's pushing. He's trying to give it everything to try and break that 3 seconds. Oh my days, this is crazy. Patrick, P3. Minmay's looking to try and get himself on the podium. QuicksilverDec tries to get on the podium. Who's going to take P3? That is going to be the big question now. QuicksilverDec looks like he's going to win this race. Just needs to keep it in the lines. We tried to curse him with a pen. It didn't work. He's still doing it. Keeping it in the lines. Patrick is struggling on those old tyres. Can he hold off Minmay? He looks fiery on those soft tyres. He has a look into the chicane. Nothing doing. Great defence here from Patrick. Moe Nabs gets another 3 seconds. That's going to cost him. Minmay, one last chance. Down into the last 2 corners. Can he get it? Sunny Bray is going to cross the line. Quicksilver's going to take P1. This is the battle we're watching. Can Patrick hold on for P3? This is going to be a massive effort. Yes, he can. Minmay takes P4. QuicksilverDec P5. Well, Mitchell P5. QuicksilverDec drops to P6. Yahiri gets to P7. Gets to P8. He's got some pens. Moe P9. Flying Kiwi. He's going to be P10. That's going to wrap out the top 10. Well, Combinator gets to P10 actually with no pens. And Drew Zilla, Flying Kiwi, no Eshe. Muzz is big, still going to go through and do a drive through on the last lap. I'm not sure what's going on here. Muzz is out of the points. Crew Carver takes the last point there. Holy, that was insane race. Oh, I don't know, man. What's your thoughts there, Zombie? What a race.
I'm absolutely speechless right now, Nishka. Like, oh my goodness. One person finished without pens. Wow.
Holy
Quicksilver
man.
take the bow. No pens, and he was on 2 warnings for so many laps, and he kept it within the white lines when he needed to, and he takes the win off pens. Sunny Bray finishes P2 on his Merc debut. I'm sure me and Nishka will definitely be happy with that as Merc drivers. But yeah, Patrick just holds on to P3. What a drive from these top 3. But what a race. That race had absolutely everything in it.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, man. As you see the guys on the podium there, fantastic drives from all those guys. Patrick did a great job holding on there right there at the end there with those older tyres. Quicksilver keeping it clean. Cleanest driver, we did call it. It was Jay-Z. That's my man. He's my man. Driver of the day goes to Yahiri. So he gets, we'll get both Mercs into the comms box. That's going to be an interesting one. We'll get the other two, the race winner Quicksilver and Patrick into the comms box as well. But yeah, fantastic to see. I've just got to quickly go through the results quickly there before that passes. So we got the sprint results there. So we'll quickly go through them, and then we'll get the race results. Just got to get those pens off the screen. And there we go. Beautiful.
Nishka, I will have to head off like right now. I need to go.
That's all right, mate. I'll do the interviews by myself. That's fine. Great call tonight, mates.
Best comms race I've done yet. 100%.
Yeah, always a pleasure, mate. And yep, you take it easy. I'll look after these interviews, mate, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you, Nishka. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Once I get these guys into the comms box. So we got Sonny Bray has joined us in here now. We'll just wait for the other guys. Driver of the day, you'll hear if you can hear me. Winter, if you're in the chat there, mate, can you just tag those guys in the div chat for me, please, mate, if you can? That'll be fantastic. What am I looking for? I am looking for the showroom. And our driver of the day was a Merc, so we'll get the Merc up there now. If we get our driver of the day in. Don't think we're going to get our driver of the day. We will get our P3 in here though. So we may start with our P3. It's only me in here, Patrick, but fantastic P3, mates. Well deserved. It looked like really tough work at the end there, just being on those slightly older tyres than everybody else. Just talk us through that race. It was crazy from the comms box.
Oh, mate, yeah, that was a stressful race. Heart's still racing, having those safety car restarts and all, and being on the older tyres. Yeah. Where do I start? I accidentally went onto some mediums for my second stint. I didn't mean to two-stop, meant to be a one-stop, but I didn't switch over to hard tyres. So followed Mitch and Quicksilver in, and put on the wrong tyres. So had to go to a two-stop, which ended out okay in the end. Is what it is, my mistake. But yeah, I think there's a few things to review that race, a few mistakes, and I'll have to watch the race back just to see where I went wrong and where I improve for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like you had some pretty good pace around here, mate. I did mention on the stream, I said, I think that was a misclick. I don't think he would have gone that long on that first stint if he was looking to two-stop. So, yeah, glad you clarified that and didn't make me sound like an idiot for saying that. So, yeah, but even though that did happen and you ended up on that two-stop, it looked like for a bit there, even if that safety car didn't come, you had the pace, and it looked like with the guys with the pens in front of you, it looked like you were sort of going to close in on them anyway. Did you sort of feel like that at that point?
Yeah, the hard tyres feel really good around here. So I didn't get any hard tyre practice, but as soon as I put the hards on, I felt, oh wow, like the car's grippy. So yeah, I was able to clear a few people out of the pits early once I got in the hards. Started to chase them down. I thought if I kept pen free, there was a chance. Yeah, look, there was a 50-50 decision. Do I follow everyone in for tyres or stay out? Yeah, so worked out okay in the end. Yeah, happy with the result.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I think you made the right call staying out there. Your defence was enormous, especially against Minmay there, who was on those racy soft tyres for only the sort of few laps. It looked like he might get a few guys, but yeah, the defence from you three at the front was enormous, and yeah, I think you should be very proud of your result tonight after things not going quite your way, mate. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you going around next week at Baku, mate.
Thank you, mate. Cheers. Well done to the winners. Yeah, great drive, everyone. Good race.
Thanks very much, mate. That will move us on to our next position. Making his debut in the Mercedes. Actually, we'll put that one on hold. We'll go to our driver of the day quickly. Yo, Heary. How are we, mate? Driver of the day. How'd you find that one? Driving in the Merc for the first time tonight, mate. Yeah, talk about your race and your driver of the day.
Oh man, always good when you're a reserve to just come in and get some good points for the team. So yeah, was lucky I started a bit back, so I was able to gain some positions. The 2 pit stops worked for me. I was lucky I pitted just before the safety car, and then when everyone pitted, I just gained a few positions, and obviously after the second one, yeah, I just kept it there. So yeah, it was a really good race.
Yeah, absolutely. Some solid points. Obviously, I'm very happy because being a Merc driver myself, I'm very happy with those points that you got for the team today. And yeah, it looked like you had some pretty good pace out there. Will that performance there sort of give you a bit of confidence heading into sort of the next race? Will we see you checking in for Baku, mate?
I'll be overseas, unfortunately, but I've had a string of really bad results. First time I finish up in the top 10, so I'll take it. I'll take any improvement.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good to see you up in the top 10, mate, getting your first top 10. Shame that we're going to see you overseas, but hopefully when you're back, mate, hopefully we see you back on track and some more top 10s coming your way, mate.
100%. Snishka, appreciate it, man.
Thanks very much, mate, and yeah, well done on the points, mate. I'm very happy.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, boys. Have a good night. See us.
That will move us along to our P2. Sonny Bray making his debut in the Mercedes. How'd you feel about that race, mate? It looked like you had some pretty serious pace around Imola here. Probably just unlucky there with that wing damage there at the end, but I don't think we're getting out of Quicksilver's grass there without the pen. How do you think your race went, mate?
Honestly, Quicksilver had the pace over the whole, let's say, tonight. 5 seconds ahead of us. We were only hoping for P2, so it was lucky to get the safety car, but also unlucky with the 3 second. We're lucky we didn't get a 6 second penalty, but no, Quicksilver was the upper hand this week. He was really quick. My teammate getting driver of the day, just moment on top. But today's race was awesome. The pace was there. Fastest lap maybe 2 or 3 times. But no, my race engineer, I'd like to thank the most. He was really on top of it and giving me the right information at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it was it Brian in there tonight?
It was a team principal of Mercedes. He knows what he's doing. But
Yeah.
Also Patrick. Patrick was really good. The race with Patrick. Oh, that was. Yeah, the racing tonight up at the top 5 area was just amazing. Unfortunately, I had a little scruffle with Patrick, but there's no harm done there. Yeah, no, it was really good racing.
Yeah, fantastic performance tonight, mate. Baku, how do you feel about Baku heading there next week, mate? Are we going to see you again next week?
You'll see me again, maybe in the wall, going through the castle section, but we'll be there.
Let's hope not, mate. We'll put a bit of practice in and we'll see how we go, eh?
Yeah, setup work. Let's go low down force on this track, not very high.
Yeah. Anyway, don't give away too many secrets, mate. We'll save that for the Burke server. Fantastic drive tonight, mate. Yeah, absolutely ecstatic for you, mate. Putting it on the podium and yeah, do it again next week, eh?
Awesome, thank you. I'll see you next week.
Thanks, mate. Now, without further ado, that is going to move us along to our race winner. This man, he went through the absolute wars in this race, the ups and downs, the emotions. Sort of talk us through it, Quicksilver. We've seen you get the 10 second. We've seen you with no pens at the end. Safety cars. What were all the emotions like as all those events took place, mate?
Oh, it was a very up and down race. Obviously, we were in some intense battles in the first half, and then went into the pits. Mitch followed in, got nubbed, and yeah, copped a 10 second. took it on the chin, got the gap out, safety car got called in, had to serve it, went back out, and did what I do best, really.
Now, I was hearing some information that you were on 2 warnings. How much was that playing on your mind in those last 2 laps there?
Well, I don't know who your source is because I was only on 1. Yeah, I didn't really feel the stress of track limits too much. Just tried to keep it in the white line, especially at the end. Lamb was in my ear telling me that everyone around me had a penalty because turns out Patrick copped one under the 1 green lap we had in between the 2 yellows. But yeah, just stuck it on track, got the win.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. We need to get our sources checked because maybe they were just trying to add to the theatrics of everything that was happening. Not that we really needed it. It was pretty.
It was quite a wild race.
It was a wild race. There was 2 drivers in the end. Well, you got a 10 seconds, so actually there was only 1 driver that didn't get a penalty for the whole race, which is I find that mind-boggling. But yeah, it was man, there was some fantastic racing. Some of that racing that I've seen early on between yourself and Mitch. Talk us through that little battle. There was switchbacks going on. It was there was stuff happening everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't want to fight it too hard. Obviously, it's a long race. It's more about the tire management, I think, and we executed that quite well. Kept it side by side, very clean until we got up to that pit stop. But I honestly couldn't ask for more coming from Mitchell on his side of the track. Before that stop, it was just honestly phenomenal racing side by side with him.
Yeah, that was a fantastic battle all the way up to there. Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, quick, if we weren't going to get those safety cars, how were your tyres going to be looking towards the end of that race? There, were you comfortable to make it all the way to the end?
I was saving heavy, so I'm saying that I could make it to the end, maybe on the verge of the puncture territory, but I'd say we get there, maybe get the win, and then where we are now.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You're really starting to put it together. Starting to get some real good results coming your way. I think as this season sort of winds down and that championship battle heats up, you're definitely looking like you're pushing towards that sort of that Div 3, Div 2. How much do you think about that and that challenge arising on the not too distant future?
Yeah, obviously next season moving up, it's definitely going to be a challenge. I'm trying to prepare myself for it as best as I can, but I think we've got it quite under wraps by the time we get there.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I've said this numerous times. The rise of yourself since from last season. Both of us, we both were in Div 6 last season. The way you've been progressing, mate. Yeah, it's been fantastic, and yeah, look forward to seeing this championship play out. How you guys all battle yourself, Mitch, and then obviously the likes of Soup, now Sunny as well jumping in there, and that top 5 looked like the winner was going to come from anywhere tonight, but you just looked like you just had the edge over him, mate. So fantastic drive, mate, and look forward to seeing you at Baku. I didn't look forward to seeing you at Baku last time when we raced. It was but we won't talk about that too much because I'm sure you're not going to be doing that again, mate. And I think
Nah.
I expect to see you up on this podium again next week, mate. Well done.
Thank you. Shout out Mitch, Zoop, Min May, Patrick. Missing anyone? Oh, Sonny, of course. Thank you, everyone on track. Thank you, Nishka, for commentating.
No worries, mate. It's an absolute pleasure. That was an awesome race. It was very exciting, and look forward to doing it all again next week.
Yeah, cheers, bro. See you next week.
That's going to wrap us up for Division 4 of Imola. It's been a fantastic sprint weekend. It's been a long night, but we've got there in the end. And we still have Div 5 to go. We've still got Div 3 to go as well. So there's still plenty of action to come from Imola. There was plenty of thrills and spills tonight. I'm sure it'll still be the same for the next 2 divs as well. So same time, different nights. But yeah, get around it for 2 more races. We will have a little shout out to Sim Racing Centre, SimLab, and Pagnian Simulation Experts. Thanks for the continued support. Thanks for everybody who tuned in tonight as well. It's always a pleasure. Everybody getting involved in the chats. Fantastic to see you again. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you and good night.